Did you know that the World Heritage List currently includes 203 natural monuments? Here at Myopic Minds, we believe that nature has the power to move and inspire, encouraging travel to far-flung destinations like multicoloured canyons, tropical forests, deserts, or colossal floating glaciers. To help you on your next trip, keep watching and learn about 15 incredible national monuments you need to visit. Number 15. Yosemite National Park, USA. Welcome to Yosemite National Park, home of ancient sequoia trees, granite monoliths, thick woods, deep valleys, and flowing waterfalls. Yosemite was inhabited by humans 10,000 years ago, and in addition to its geologic and biological magnificence, the national park showcases the rich history of the Awenich people who were indigenous to the area. You can visit a rebuilt hamlet in Yosemite Valley, complete with sweat houses, acorn granaries, ceremonial houses, and a chief's house. When you go, make sure to look around, as everything about Yosemite is breathtaking. Whether you choose to hug a 2,000-year-old sequoia tree, climb Half Dome, or picnic in the El Capitan Meadow. Number 14. Sichuan Giant Panda Sanctuaries, China. The cuddly panda bear, one of China's most famous and adored residents, lives deep in the Sichuan region in southwest China, surrounded by large parks and snow-capped mountains. The species was previously classified as endangered by the World Wildlife Fund, but due to successful conservation efforts, its status has now been reclassified to vulnerable. Though this is a cause for celebration, habitat degeneration and poaching continue to make pandas a conservation-dependent species. They are rarely seen in the wild, but you may meet one of the 150 pandas at Wolong National Nature Reserve, one of the country's most important breeding centres. From mice like newborns to adult pandas who spend most of their time napping and eating bamboo, you can view pandas in all phases of their lives. Number 13. Lut Desert, Iran. The Lut Desert in southern Iran is one of the world's hottest and driest locations. It's so hot that it boasts the highest land temperature ever recorded at 158 degrees Fahrenheit or 70 degrees Celsius. So why would you want to visit a place that's so dry and warm? It's because of the natural beauty. Deserts can be incredibly diverse, and Lut is the perfect example. While the eastern portion of this desert is covered by shiny white sand flats, the centre is adorned with wide sculptured ridges and furrows, and the southwest contains a vast expanse of sand dunes and seas. The whole region's terrain is mesmerising to see. Just make sure to pack your sunscreen if you decide to visit. Number 12. Dorset and East Devon Coast, UK. Dorset and East Devon's coast's unending seashore features unique rock formations such as red mudstone cliffs, beaches with early dinosaur fossils, peaceful bays, lush grasslands, and beautiful settlements. A limestone arch named Durdle Door is one of the most well-known natural landmarks. Unlike most limestone, the Durdle Door rises almost steeply from the sea, making it a geological marvel. Do you want to take home a one-of-a-kind souvenir? Then go fossil searching on Charmouth Beach and take home your very own piece of natural history. Number 11. Archipelago de Revillagigedo, Mexico. The Pacific Ocean's Archipelago de Revillagigedo is a group of 4 volcanic islands. These 4 islands are located west of Mexico and exhibit no sign of human habitation before discovery by Spanish explorers in the 16th century. The islands, sometimes called Mexico's Little Galapagos, are famed for the unique ecosystem which has attracted researchers and scientists worldwide. Despite the lack of tourist amenities, interested travellers sail here as part of organised tours to learn about the island's rich flora, fauna and topography. Scuba divers love the oceans near the islands because they go to interact with manta rays, sharks and dolphins. Number 10. Wet Tropics of Queensland, Australia. The wet tropics of Queensland, with its mountainous terrain, steep gorges, leaping rivers and roaring waterfalls, is one of the most stunning rainforests in the world, even though it only covers 1% of Australia's land. The rainforest, which stretches along Australia's northeast coast, is home to countless unique plants and animal species and provides an almost comprehensible record of plant evolution on the planet. Take a walk through the wet tropics and see 90 different types of orchids. Listen to the sounds of rare birds like the red-green Australian king parrot and bathe in one of the many natural pools. Number 9. Caves of Aggtelek Karst and Slovak Karst, Hungary, Slovakia. The 712 caverns of Aggtelek Karst and Slovak Karst, which run along the Hungary's and Slovakia's borders, make up Central Europe's most extensive cave system. These caverns are remarkable, as over millions of years they have developed a large variety of environments and structures. The Baradla Domica Cave Complex, which runs 15 kilometres through both countries, is a sight to behold. The underground realm features a dome with excellent acoustics where guests can enjoy some pleasant classical music memories. The Dubinska Ice Cave, a cave packed with magnificent ice formations, including ice falls, ice stalagmites and glaciers, is another stop you cannot miss. Number 8. Bialowieza Forest, Poland, Belarus. The Bialowieza Forest, which spans Belarus and Poland, is one of the world's few remaining primary forests. Large swaths of this environment have remained untouched for generations, resulting in rich flora and fauna that include young and old-growth vegetation. The diameter of ancient oaks increases every year, with some trees reaching such extremes of age that they have been given names, such as the 111-foot-tall giant Mamamusi and the dying king of Niezhnonowa. The 8,000-year-old Bialowieza is home to about 900 European bison, or 25% of the world's bison population, and is surrounded by the howling of wolves, whistles of owls, shrieks of elks, and roars of stags. If you want to know what the forest tastes like, make sure to try the legendary Zabroka vodka, which contains a blade of bison grass grown from the meadows. Number 7. Mount Etna, Italy. Mount Etna, Europe's largest active volcano, is a massive presence on Sicily's eastern coast. Around 200 eruptions have been documented dating back to 1500 BC. Walking around the volcano area, you'll note the strange paths left by hot lava over time, from recent flows that have burnt everything in their path to old eruption rock formations that are now covered by pine and birch forests. The greatest time to visit is during lava eruptions, but don't worry, you'll be far enough away from the craters to enjoy the show safely. Although regular eruptions are unpredictable, you should plan a flexible vacation so you don't miss any. Number 6. Geirangerfjord and Naeroyfjord, Norway. The fjords of West Norway are considered some of the most distinctive environments on the planet, and their surreal beauty will make you doubt your eyesight. Geirangerfjord and Naeroyfjord, 75 miles apart in the northeast of Bergen, are amongst the world's longest and deepest fjords. These quarter-mile-high cliffs plunge right into the sea. The waterfalls cascade from astonishing heights, and the water reflects blue and emerald hues. Take a boat or ferry ride through the tiny passageways and let the scene of water, rock and flora wash away your cares. Now this is what we call vacation therapy. Number 5. Danube Delta, Romania. The Danube, Europe's second longest river, travels through 10 nations before emptying into the Black Sea, creating a delta of wetlands, reed patches, countless streams bordered with water lilies and riverbanks lined with willows and poplars. The Danube Delta is a natural lover's and birdwatcher's heaven, since it is one of the world's most diversified and preserved locations. The white pelican reigns supreme over 300 kinds of birds that can call this place home. Take a boat ride around the tranquil rivers and see how many birds you can spot. Finish your journey with a visit to the sparsely populated towns that have retained their traditional charm, brightly covered modest dwellings, reed-roofed animal huts and rustic boat shacks. Number 4. Lake Baikal, Russia. Lake Baikal is the world's oldest, deepest and largest freshwater lake by volume, located deep in the Siberian steppe. The lake, shaped like a banana, contains the most transparent deep blue water in the world and is home to the world's only freshwater seals, the Nerpers. It's a mystery how they got to Baikal. The most widely accepted opinion is that the Nerpers are descendants from the ring seal and were isolated there for 500,000 years. The lake and its environs are experienced in two very distinct ways in the summer and winter. While various activities like walking, hiking, camping and fishing are available during the summer months, the lake freezes entirely during the winter, leaving a thick covering of crystalline ice. Number 3. Mistaken Point, Canada. Mistaken Point, located on Newfoundland's southern edge, is notable for its numerous well-preserved fossils. It's possible to estimate their age because they're covered in layers of volcanic ash, and these fossils are amongst the oldest and rarest of their kind, dating back 565 million years. This location got its name because mariners mistook it for nearby Cape Race, especially in foggy weather. They turned north, expecting to reach Cape Race Harbour, but instead ran into rocks. Since it became a UNESCO site, visiting is only possible as part of a guided tour, so make sure to call ahead of your visit. Number 2. Halong Bay, Vietnam. Legend has it that a giant mountain dragon plunged into the sea and carved up Halong Bay's grand limestone pillars and tiny islets. Halong Bay in the Gulf of Tonkin is one of Vietnam's most popular monuments and tourist destinations, and with good reason. Its 1,600 islands and islets compose a mystical landscape that awes even the most skeptic visitor. Because of the difficult climate, most of these islands are uninhabited and unexplored by people. The peak tourist season is from May to August, but the fog will give an extra dimension of eerie beauty if you go between January and March. Number 1. High Coast Kvarken Archipelago, Sweden, Finland. Finally, the high coast of Sweden and the Kvarken Archipelago of Finland are on the same UNESCO list, despite being on opposite sides of the Gulf of Bothnia. This is due to the similar geographical processes forming their beauty. It isn't easy to believe that areas rich in human activity, agriculture, fishing and tourism were once engulfed in an endless mass of thick ice that melted over thousands of years, allowing the Earth to rise. Nowhere else on the planet has the landmass risen as much as here, 930 feet above sea level, and it continues to do so every year. This incredible process is documented on several hilltops, fields, lakes, caves and bays. That's it for today, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.